Welcome to Money Talk Sundayz. I'm your host, Stevie Bee, your investment bro. Now, from market pullback to COVID, the death of the fam, and so much more, 2022 has been jam-packed with adversity. But you know what? All those things aside, you know, those are just excuses. Have to keep it pushing. Even with my technical issues, computer software issues, trying to edit videos and post with Premiere and Caden Live and Blender has been one thing after another. I just got to deal with it and keep on pushing. I even tried doing live streams and they weren't coming out the way I like them to. So here I am again, still trying to find a way to make all this magic happen. But anyways, now obviously the market has been a roller coaster ride since the close of 2021. But the Russian invasion of Ukraine has proven to be a very big, major disruptor. So you got the major disruptor of that invasion. You have market corrections. You have uncertainty in the markets. You have inflation. You have a whole lot of things going on that's causing the market to be really, really hectic right now. Now, it's also proven to be a great buying opportunity if you got the capital to go make that happen. Now, I took the opportunity to go ahead and get a couple of fuel stocks. In particular, I bought some shares of Shell and Chevron. I made a few bucks. I made a couple dollars, but I'm starting on the ground floor. I didn't have the foundation for it prior to, so I don't have like hundreds and hundreds of shares of those particular stocks. But I did buy some, made a few bucks, and I'm buying them short term. Because I know with what's going on with Ukraine, the rising fuel prices, and the need to no longer be dependent on oil and gas, that's going to push the market for clean energy anyway. So this is just a short-term thing for me. Now, we already know, well, if you don't know, Cathie Wood, ARKK, she actually talked about how the fuel stocks are not going to be worth much, and she was calling out their demise a ways back. And you know what? She even doubled down on it recently. Because, you know, in that tweet that she did back in 2020, she said oil demand probably hit a secular peak last year. And thanks to electronic vehicles, now is in secular decline. Though ARK has no formal forecast, I believe that oil prices are on their way back to $12. The level reached after the 1973 oil cartel crisis or lower, now that electronic vehicles are taking off. Obviously, that is not the case. We already see barrels going over $100 a barrel. Now, what Cathie Wood is doing, she is doubling down. She is sticking to what she meant. She says, I got the supply shock wrong. That said, the accelerated shift toward electronic transportation will destroy oil consumption at the margin. Long term, though, longer term than I expected. Oil prices will collapse under the weight of lower demand. Innovation solves problems. Now, people want to blame Biden and everything else for rising oil prices, but check this out. During a lockdown, people couldn't move. They lowered those lower demands or those lower production. When the world started opening up and people started moving around, they did not increase production to meet the need of people that are now moving around. They did not meet production. They did not increase production. They left it at what it is to get that money back. That is the main reason why oil prices have gone up prior to the Ukraine invasion. But you know what? Her initial tweet did not age well, but she doubled down and saying, yeah, guess what? It doesn't matter. This is just going to accelerate the push to electronic vehicles because Europe, it at least cannot be dependent on Russian gas, Russian oil, right? Moving on. I also bought into BXRX or Bodox Bio. You already know that I'm a biotech stock sucker. I love them things. The one thing constant about technology is that it is always evolving. And just like Cathie Wood says, innovation solves problems. Technology is innovation. And it's just going to continue to evolve, continue to find ways to solve today's problems. Now, Wall Street is positive on BXRX. On average, analysts give the stock a strong buy. The average price target for it is at $44.46, which means analysts expect the stock to add by 2,594.85% over the next 12 months. Now, as of Friday, the stock was trading around $1.65, roughly at a loss of 15 cents from the previous closing price of $1.80. The stock has traded between $1.60 and $1.80 so far as of Friday. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But this is Money Talk Sunday. We're trying to let you know what to look for tomorrow. Look at BXRX, see how that goes. Look for the fuel stocks to continue to increase, but don't expect a huge run because, like I said before, there is going to be some pushback from oil consumption. They're going to want to change direction when it comes to that, but just because of the dependency that they show that Europe has on Russian oil. Now moving on, you know your boy is still diehard VXRT. Now, China just had a resurgence of COVID, stating that it's the worst spike of COVID infection since February of 2020. We are in March of 2022. So 2 years later, March, 2 years and a month later, in China, they're having their worst COVID outbreak since February of 2020. That is ridiculous. Now, that being said, we're getting closer and closer to the end of the latest clinical trials for Vaxart's COVID vaccine pill, while other companies such as Pfizer are still pushing their treatment pill. Now, I'll choose the vaccine pill over the treatment pill, but at this point, I'm guessing neither will have as much importance for me personally after my own bout with COVID earlier in the year. Like I said, this year, 2022, has been filled with surprises for me, one of them being me dealing with COVID. Now, the VXRT stock has decreased by 2.64% in the last month. The company shares reached their 1 month lowest point of $391 last month, just a couple of weeks ago, back on the 24th of February. Now, with the stock rallying to its 52-week high on January 5th, shares of the company touched a low of $3.91 and a high of $11.11 within the 52-week span. Now, it has reached a new high 2 times so far this year and lost 23.6% or $1.48 in price. Now, in spite of this, the price is down 56.88% from that 52-week high. Analysts are predicting that a range of price targets between $7 and $18 for VXRT, with a median target of $11.50. Now we need to go ahead and push VXRT back up to a new level of support. There's a lot of resistance right now at the $5 range. But now is also a great time to buy in. Perfect time to buy in. Now we are outside. The world is outside. Everybody is opening up. Vaccination restrictions are loosening, vaccine mandates, mask mandates. They're all going out the door. In most cases, people are traveling with increasing fuel costs, and rising energy stocks will be followed by airline shares. Because guess what? People are going to start flying, regardless of what the gas prices are. People are going to start flying, and you know what's going to happen? The airlines are going to pass the price of increased gas to increase tickets and more fees. But people are going to bite the bullet and fly anyway. In fact, I'm flying in a couple of weeks, about to get on a plane. So it's going to happen. It's opening up. People are moving about. People are taking trains, boats, planes, you name it, they're going. So with all that in mind, you know it's going to increase. And the fact that people are going to travel, such as myself, those shares are going to go up too. So United Airlines actually announced that employees that didn't get the vaccine can now come back to work. No more vaccine mandate for employees in United Airlines. You know what's going to happen? Many other airlines are going to follow suit. You know what's coming next? The airlines will announce the end of restrictions on air travel. We are going to be able to travel unmasked soon. Yes, the White House has extended the mask mandate on airplane travel to mid-April. But after that, if there is no big COVID outbreak, what's going to happen? They're going to get rid of that mandate altogether. People are going to fly freely. There's going to be less idiots on the plane. No, not less idiots on the plane. There's going to be less issues with idiots on a plane and on a train and everywhere else. But guess what? Shares are going to go back up. They're going to go back up. They're going to go back up. And you know what? They might come out with if they haven't already, I'm pretty sure they are working on it. I believe I saw something about it. Electric planes. They're gonna have electric planes the same way they got electric cars. Of course, they're gonna have electric planes. It's coming. I need to find a company that's actually working on that now. Try to invest in them. If y'all know of any company that's doing that right now, that's publicly traded, let me know so I can start putting money behind them. But that's all. That's all I got for y'all, you guys today. I mean, it's been a hell of a 2022. But we're here to make money. We're here to try to keep it going. I'm your boy, your investment bro, Stevie Bee. Thanks for tuning in. Y'all have a wonderful week. Y'all have a wonderful year. Let's survive this drought and get this money. Because we can make money in a drought too. Amen? Amen. Peace.